Okay guys, I'm going to do a wall tour because I'm just crazy like that. So I've changed things around a little bit, so I thought I'd better show you what's what. So the first thing is Commodore 64C SD to IEC interface using a dartboard. Similar to what Steve Benway had recently, but slightly different in that sense that you can plug in other devices into the back of it, you know, and the usual stuff like disk drives and things like that. It's been chipped, for want of a better vernacular, and it's been given a thorough modding by myself in terms of software and stuff like that. It plays most media, plays most DVDs. It does everything I need it to do, emulation and all that. Runs GameCube games as well. Mega Drive 2, Mega CD 2, 32X, no SCART unfortunately. I don't know if you can see that. I'll put the light on. No SCART, shame. However, all works, all good. The EverDrive MD with 2 gig SD card. It allows me to play most things Sega related. It plays Master System games. It even has a Master System switch for pause functionality and stuff like that. Plays everything that I'm going to need Sega related from the 80s and 90s. And it also loads BIOSes for the Mega CD as well. Super Nintendo, kind of a bit yellow because it was a bit of a project that I did a couple of years ago. Basically, I found it in a bin, basically in a skip, and restored it basically. Thankfully, most of the innards were cool. Just a few things, aesthetically speaking, needed to be restored. Managed to get one of these. I was interested in getting a SNES EverDrive, but kind of prohibitive price-wise. So I got one of these SNES Power Pack. Pretty much the same thing that an EverDrive does. A little bit more long-winded in the sense that you have to manually save your battery, manually save the battery games. So, like for example, when you complete a world in Super Mario All Stars, let's say, and it saves it, then you then have to use the reset function to save it. Other than that, pretty much does the same thing. It's a bit difficult sometimes because you've got to modify your ROMs if you want to play Japanese games and things like that. At the back, hidden away, is in PS2. This has a memory card which allows for soft modding, so it gives me some additional functionality and allows me to play pretty much anything PS2 related. Won't play PS2 CD games, and it won't play PS1 games unless they are official ones, obviously. Amiga 600. This little bad boy is connected to the other thing I'm going to show you. But yeah, Amiga 600 has a PCMCIA 1 gig card in there. It also has a 4 gig card with Workbench and a few other bits and pieces on it. Boots as a hard drive. I've only got 1 meg chip RAM in this, so I can't play games using WHD load. However, most of the programs do work on it, albeit slowly. So there you go. Also, my Ballistic, which is a pretty neat little joypad joystick thing. Coming over to here, I'll take this off. This is the Master System 2. I normally have my Master EverDrive in here. I've taken it out because I'm hardly playing on my Master System at the moment, what with all these other things that I'm doing at the minute. So I've unplugged it, and although it's plugged in and I can switch it on at any time, I'm not in no mad rush at the moment. And there you go. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, just checking on the wires. As you can see, I've got Shadowgate on. I'm running Shadowgate on my CRT screen. I've managed to find a cable and a few bits and pieces that allow me to basically play that. Underneath, I've got my Neo Geo CD-Z using, I don't know if that's an AES, I think it is an AES, yeah it is an AES joystick and regular Neo Geo CD controller. Excuse me, blistered foot. I rarely play this. I do play it and I do enjoy it when I do play it, but I'm always really conscious and careful with it because obviously it is pretty much arguably one of the most expensive things in my collection. Underneath the Amiga 600 is, well, it's a box to pop it up, but anyway, underneath there is my Crystal Xbox, which is soft modded locally on the hard drive. So what that means is basically I can play whatever I want on it. It plays emulators very well, although I don't use it for that for obvious reasons. Don't need to anyway. And yeah, it pretty much does everything that I would want it to do. Again, fantastic. Down here we have the Amiga CD32. I've got some really interesting collections and games for this system, which basically turn it into like a huge Amiga multi-chipset hybrid. Basically does everything I need it to do in terms of playing Amiga games. Also has like mouse and other functionality as well, which I may explore later on, but obviously not at the moment. Sega Saturn. I'll show you the Sega Saturn at the back. It is, I don't know if you can see that very well, guys. I'll turn the light on. That's it. Right, there is the region switch for 50 and 60 Hz gameplay. Action Replay 4-in-1. I'm using the Sunsoft Saturn pad, which I think I've shown you in another video. Pretty much does everything you need it to do, and it's even got a thing called the free command system where you can just basically program it to do whatever the hell you like. It basically plays most Saturn games that I can, pretty much everything that I put into it plays. Fantastic, happy days. Another table coffee thing coffee table. They call it a coffee table at Argos, but it's not really, is it? It's a modded gaming table. Anyway, whatever. Basically, underneath it, I have my NES. Although I've only got 2 games for this, Shadowgate and Super Mario Bros. 3. I'm still playing Shadowgate occasionally and giving it some gameplay. I'm still got it plugged in because hopefully one day I may be able to get a NES power pack similar to the SNES one. I don't know yet, we'll see. But there you go, there's that one. And look, there's some Bros. 3 in the controller. That's pretty much that there. If I zoom out, that's what you're looking at basically. Pretty crazy. Very quickly go over to my coffee table corner. I've got a crazy little PC there, Barcode Battler, and a Gamecom, and some Gamecom games, some of my HeroClix stuff, a Powerball, Dreamcast bits and pieces, a pay-to-play arcade machine, works quite well, Godzilla Dreamcast VMU, and a Lynx pouch. Here I've got Gyar. Don't have the heart to take it out of the box. It is a very good game. I have played one before, but I don't have the heart to take this one out of the box. It's in meh condition because I've moved it around that much. And a meh condition, Mr. Potato Head, Optimash Prime. There's one of my Powerballs. And there's all my toolkits and games and things. And my girlfriend Laura's left that for me to watch. Apparently it's good. Who knows? Operation Wolf on the Master System. And we go over here, and this, although it has the air of a kitchen, and has all the hallmarks of a kitchen, this is pretty much where I do the majority of my work. Here at the moment is the Spectrum that I'm setting up. I finally managed to get the Divide into it, and that's what it looks like without compact flash memory plugged in. So that's all ready to go almost. Velcro for various little tasks that I'm doing at the moment. A light. This light is very, very nice. £1.50 from Tesco's. Cola. And this is Chemical Factory, where I basically make retro bright-esque things and stuff to clean my gear with. As you can see, it's just full of random cleaning products, and that is where I put my concoctions for use. Over here is how I eat and drink, and we all know what that is, the Virtual Boy. And yeah, there you go. Random air freshening products, cleaning buds, and that kind of thing. Over here is a couple of projects that are in the midst of getting completed. In amongst all that lot is my Atari 65XE, and underneath that is the TurboGrafx 16. A couple of Dreamcast renovated controllers, renovated by myself, tested and working. A selection of random discs, 8-way, and another 8-way, and 6-way. My new-ish computer, which I've renovated and changed and messed around with. I haven't fully, I've set it up how I like it, but I haven't fully used that yet. And down here is the Sega Dreamcast. As you know, guys, in the back, if I can get it in there, is the SD interface. I'm having mixed results with that at the moment, partly down to my own stupidity, I think. My Pocket PC, and up here are my various hard drives and things of this nature. Another hard drive there. That in there is a broken hard drive, which I am going to, I'm almost 90% certain I can do something with that. Up here we have the old laptop, old in computer standards anyway. Basically, this has been a workhorse for me for the best part of like 5-6 years, and it's done me proud, and it'll always have a place in my heart because it's kept me going for so many years. Over here is my multi-interface card reader. It even reads SIM cards, which is kind of neat and covert and cool. My phone looks like an old-fashioned regular landline, right? It's got caller display and it's got various bits and pieces. I can avoid spam calls very easily. There is this is actually one of the weakest things that I own. The Wi-Fi it's basically a very basic model that lets you use power on USB devices. Cool. And that's pretty much it. Over here is various handheld and batteries and various things. Here's a stripped down VMU, blah blah blah. Discs, Atari, various Atari 8-bit tapes, and those are experiments in Spectrum games and Spectrum music and Spectrum programs. And over here is all the Atari stuff. Here is a collection of random backups of various things that I've done. This was my dad's gift, and some lowly quality Kodak DVDs. a worthwhile experiment in how not to do things. In here is a big mountain of discs. And finally, just with the last few seconds of the video, in here is a big pile of handheld stuff, including my Gizmondo, my Lynx stuff, and also a Nintendo 64 and another Dreamcast, which is going to get rejuvenated as well. So there you have it, guys. That is my updated room collection. 2 rooms, in fact. So there you go. Hopefully that gives you a little insight into my world, and hopefully that gives you some moderate amount of entertainment. Speak to you all soon.